Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Robbie Masaga, and today I want to talk about culture, different cultures. Yeah. Now there's this video I've just watched of a guy, a Black American, who was talking to his friend in a certain podcast, and he was telling him how he bought a wife from Africa with six cows, and they laughed about it. In a way, I felt like that was disrespecting other people's culture, because why would you come all the way to Africa, come get married to someone, then you go and start discussing about the same in a podcast about how you bought a wife from Africa with just six cows, then you start laughing about it.
I bought a wife in Africa for 5 cows.
That's a classic title.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite videos because I was gonna title it "Buying a Black Wife for 6 Cows." I was gonna go straight for it. I was like, people are already gonna be mad at this.
Yeah.
Disrespect the culture, but it's not disrespect.
Mhm.
That family really appreciated those cows that I bought them. And everybody was happy. She still calls me.
Oh, damn.
She wants a U.S. passport.
Does she like you, though?
Does she like me? You know what I mean?
I said I would not have married my husband if he did not pay my bride price or the dowry. And as you can imagine, I've been getting comments like this quite often, amongst other comments that are essentially saying the same. If you do not know what a dowry is essentially a bride price or a dot, that's what we call it in Congo, that the husband pays to the wife. In other culture, the wife's family or the wife pays for the husband's dot. The reason dowry started, at least in my culture, is because a lot of women were not allowed to work, women were not allowed to own property, women were not allowed to have anything for themselves. Were taken care of by their parents, and when they got married, they were basically taken care of by their husband. Dowry were ways for parents to be comfortable and have the peace of mind that their daughter will be taken care of and will be given the same lifestyle that she's used to coming from her home. So dowry prices really heavily depend based on where the woman comes from and her family's finances and the lifestyle that she's used to. And to choose to ignore that whole shouldn't she be priceless, why are they selling their women? Because quite frankly, they're not having this conversation. Because people cannot be bought. They are not property. We can all agree on that, I hope. The US may not have dowries, but they sure have rings and engagement rings. Men will buy thousands of dollars worth of engagement ring, and never, ever, ever would anyone say, well, why are they being bought? Why are people selling their daughters? As far as where the money goes, I think it depends on each culture. In my culture, the money really just kind of goes to set up your life with your husband. Sometimes the family uses it to plan the dowry party, which is a really big party. They also use the money to buy you guys gifts, to start your home. So it's really like a gift to the family that kind of ends up being poured onto the bride and her husband anyways. People are also asking me if I'm gonna do dowries with my daughters because I do have 2 girls, and the answer is probably not. I will inform my daughters about what the dowry is and why we did it and why we practiced it. If they choose to practice, I am more than happy to support them, but I will not force the dowry onto them. My husband is American and he did the dowry, and until today, it's something that he takes immense pride in. So I love that he had that experience. I love that he did the dowry. Again, it is a very big deal in my culture, so I would never have married him had he not done the dowry.
The dowry is pretty much like a transaction between one family to the other in exchange for their daughter in their hand in marriage. So it's like a bride price. In South Sudan, we do dowry with cows. Well, Dinka culture does. So
Can I disagree with you?
sure, go ahead.
I don't think it's like a payment.
Mhm.
I think it's like a way of showing respect to the other family. Because I feel like if it was just money, they would use money. I mean, nowadays they're starting to use money.
Yeah.
In general, it's about to the family to show them how grateful you are for them.
You're taking not only a daughter, but someone's sister, and then someone who cooks for the household, cleans for the household. They do a whole lot for the family. And so when you're going ahead and, of course, wanting to marry them and take them from that family, it's a price for it. And so, yeah, it's more of like a sign of respect, or like, okay, I know how much she means to you guys, and so I'm willing to pay this much. And so, in a sign of respect, to show you that I'll pay this and also take care of her as well.
Before people get married, there's just so many steps that people have to go through. Yeah, they have to go through introduction at home, then they have to go through the dowry part of it, that whole process. Then later, the two get married. That is just our culture. So when you come to Africa from a totally different culture, because I believe in America, people don't go through that. People don't even give dowry. Yeah, they meet with someone, they fall in love, and they go get married. Some of them don't even invite their family members when they're doing a wedding, or maybe when they're going to AG to get married. They don't involve their family members. But for us, it's a very special moment. And that is why we still have dowries back here in Africa. I also don't believe that it's a must for someone to give dowry when they're getting married. I don't think it's necessary, but I respect that culture. I found it, and there's no way I would want to interfere with it, because it's something that has been there. So this guy was saying that the family did appreciate him coming to Africa, and he used the term boat. Him coming to Africa and buying a wife from them, they did appreciate. But what I know for a fact, they won't appreciate after they hear what he had to say after he went back to America. Why would you go on a live podcast, start laughing about you coming to Africa, buying a wife? Do you even love that person? Because if you love that person, there's no way you even talk ill about their culture. If that woman comes to America, she starts living with you, the people who heard you talking about that, how are they going to see that woman? They're going to laugh at her. So you going out there they're laughing about it, laughing about her culture, it's disrespecting her. Then he went ahead and started saying how the woman he got married to, how she wants a visa to America. Then they laughed about it. Tell me, if you love someone, why would you go out there on a podcast, start telling out her secrets, how she wants a visa to America? You're married to this person. Did you get married to her so that you can leave her back in Africa? You wanted to get married to someone but not live together? People need to respect other people's culture. You can't come all the way to Africa, then you go back home to laugh about it. Yeah, if at all you love this woman, you would protect her. Yeah, because the moment you laugh about something, it only shows that there are things you saw, and maybe you did ask yourself so many questions like why do they still do such things? It's our culture, and you need to respect that. You came here willingly. You brought those cows willingly, and that family loved you. You came to Africa for a reason, yeah, because it's here. You knew that here you would find a good woman. These are the kind of men that would go out there and start talking about you, start telling strangers your business. These are the kind of men that can't even solve issues at home. Yeah, you cannot sit and reason together, because they know at the end of the day they'll go out there, start laughing about the same. The people we love, we should be able to protect them, yeah, protect their secrets. So when you go out there saying how she wants a visa to the US, what are you trying to imply? You got married to her. Obviously, it's either you come to Africa and live with her here, or she has to follow you to America, because how else can she come to America without a visa? If I was this lady, I would even ask my parents to just give back whatever that he brought to them. Guys, what do you think? Let me know on the comment section. Yeah, and we'll meet on the next one. Remember to subscribe, like, and share as well.